Rules of engagement during Thanksgiving and the holidays will be different if you're dealing with a narcissist or someone with narcissistic tendencies. In fact, your whole healing journey is going to be different. Before we get started, I just want to acknowledge that, because living with a narcissist, living for years with a narcissist, it's not like you're recovering from one or two big things. It isn't one big traumatic event usually, it's death by 1,000 cuts. It's that orchestrated attack against yourself and your self-worth, piece by piece, comment by comment, until you don't even recognize yourself anymore. So if you are watching this and you are in that place or you're coming out of it, I just want you to know that I see you. I am here for you. And this video is for you, especially when it comes to navigating the holidays and navigating your interactions during Thanksgiving with your ex or with someone in your life who has narcissistic tendencies. You know who I'm talking about. In the previous videos on the rules of engagement, and you can go in the show notes and get the link to that, I talked about rule number 6 was to have a Teflon heart. Now, this is especially important when you are dealing with a narcissist. Now, for narcissists, you've got to take that even one step further. That requires what they call the gray rock method. And a gray rock is just as it sounds, as boring and as uninteresting as possible. Narcissists are like energy or reaction vampires. They feed on your reaction, your anger, your tears, your defensiveness, how you respond to things. Like, that is their fuel. They get off on that. So when you become a gray rock, something that is completely not interesting, they don't have anything to work with. You no longer have value to them. So this is what it looks like at Thanksgiving. It means giving short, bland responses, not allowing any emotional content, no personal information, a completely neutral tone. How are you? Fine. What have you been up to? Not much. I hear you're dating someone new. Like, don't feed into what they're asking and how they're probing. You are not being rude. You are not being cold. You are simply being, well, boring. So uninteresting. So hopefully they will back off a bit. So what they want during the holidays, like, they have a playbook, and the holidays are just great fun and sport. It's like prime time for them. So here is what they are after. Number one thing is supply, narcissistic supply. They need attention. They need reaction. They feed off of drama. So the holidays give them like that center stage and an audience. So they want you to react. They want you to get upset. They want you to defend yourself, to look bad in front of others. It shows that they still have power over you, and they also want to look good. Their ego and their image is really important to them. So they want to be the devoted parent, the reasonable, get along with the best friend ex, the victim of your unreasonableness. So family gatherings are the perfect place for them to put their performance on and to act it all out. But here's the thing. If you've set boundaries, if you're healing, if you actually are moving on, you may no longer be of value to them except for one thing, and that's fun. I mean, by fun, that's like their messed up, twisted version of fun. Pushing your buttons, getting a rise out of you, making you the villain of the story instead of them. So don't give them that. Don't give them that gift of your response and your reaction. You are no longer available for their games, and you need to really make that super clear. So these are 5 rules of engagement when you're dealing with a narcissist, especially during the holidays. So number 1, this is actually more for you than for them. Number 1 rule is to lower your expectations. Don't hope for different. Don't wish things would be different than they are. Don't expect them to grow or change. Don't think that, well, maybe this time things will be different or this time they'll be civil. Because, I mean, they won't. Expecting them to act badly, to lower your expectations, protects you emotionally. That way you're not disappointed. You're not caught off guard. You're going into the engagement, into the discussion prepared. So it takes radical acceptance. Radical acceptance is your friend. Just accept who they are. It's how they are. Like, they're the person you're going to have to co-parent with, and you can do that beautifully. It's not the person who will put your kids first. You just have to accept it. You have to grieve it if you need to, but then protect yourself accordingly. If you expect nothing of them, even the smallest thing that they give you is going to be wonderful and a treat. So important. So lower your expectations when it comes to narcissists. Also, keep a Teflon heart. Now, we talked about this already, the purple gorilla method. Purple gorilla is basically if someone came up to you on the street and said, "Oh my God, you're an amazing purple gorilla. Look at you. You're like 9 feet tall." You would look at them as if they were crazy. And it's not only is it untrue, it's ridiculous. So use that same approach with any untruths that you experience, whether it be from your narcissistic person in your life or anyone else. Now, with narcissists, this is not just a nice technique. It actually is essential because they're going to say things. They know your triggers. They know how to get under your skin. They're going to say things to hurt you. They are going to make you doubt yourself. They are going to bring things up and they're going to be waiting for that reaction. So let it slide off. You were always difficult. Purple gorilla. No one else would ever put up with you. Purple gorilla. You are the reason our family fell apart. You are the cause of all of this. You are to blame. If you weren't such and such. Purple gorilla. It's not true. It's not based on reality, and it's ridiculous. Treat it as it is. Now, your Teflon heart is your armor. Strengthen it, polish it, let nothing stick. And also, keep your private life private. Do not share details about your narcissistic ex. Do not share details with them. Nothing about your dating life, nothing about your job, nothing about your struggles or your wins or what's going on or what's happening with people in your family. It's just the facts, because anything else they will use against you, either to hurt you or to compete with you or to paint you in a bad light for others so that their actions are justified because of the way that they're going to make you look in the eyes of others. So gray rock extends to information sharing as well. Like, give them only what's necessary, just the facts regarding the kids, logistics, what they need to know in order to have a positive engagement, and nothing more. Move on to something else. Keep in mind, in addition to the Teflon heart, that rule number 2, use it aggressively here because they will fish for information. They want to be fed, but you need to deflect. You need to go put it right back on them. Ask them, so what have you been up to lately? Well, how's your mom doing? I haven't seen her in a while. Give them the opportunity to start talking. Give them the opportunity to dig a little deeper and to share instead of you, so that you are keeping your boundary tight. Another question that may come up is about, whether you're dating someone. If the kids' schedule or the winter break is in place and what you're doing during winter break, keep it around the kids, keep it to the facts. Don't pause, don't process, don't share. Deflect, provide just the facts, and redirect. Your privacy is your power, so guard it like your life depends on it, because honestly, your peace actually does. Speaking of peace, have firm boundaries. Boundaries with narcissists are not suggestions, they're survival. But here's the thing. Narcissists don't care about boundaries. They don't respect them at all. They actually see them as a challenge. It's part of the game. So it's going to be something that they're going to push against. They're going to probably test them and they will probably ignore them. But that doesn't mean that you don't set them. It just means that you do set them and enforce them every single time. Be really clear and really consistent. So before Thanksgiving, before the holidays, before any social interaction, draw your line in the sand, set your intention. I will not engage in arguments in front of the children. I will not discuss our relationship or the divorce with him or with anyone else. I will leave if things become hostile or uncomfortable. Write these intentions down if you need to, because you have been conditioned through gaslighting and through other mental antics. Sometimes it helps to just have a little note card in your purse so that you can pull them out to remind yourself. But during the day, when a boundary is crossed, state it once. I am not discussing that, period. If they push, I've already answered that. And if they continue to push, simply leave. No explanation, no drama, no fuss, just go. The consequence is the boundary. It's not the warning and it's not the action. I'm sorry, it is the action. Boundaries without consequences, without taking action and actually leaving, those are just suggestions. So here are some common boundary violations to look out for. Showing up early or late for kid exchanges. Making decisions about your children without consulting you. Criticizing you in front of your family or in front of their family. Bringing up the past, rehashing old arguments, invading your personal space and your privacy. Like for them to come over or think that they once lived there so they can come back and poke around, not acceptable. Your response needs to be brief, firm, and consistent. That is not up for discussion. We agreed on 3 p.m. I will be there at 3 p.m. And finally, the ultimate boundary is I'm stepping away now. Like I am having none of it, but you need to gray rock it so that you're not having any emotion, no explanation, just the boundary and the consequence. And so really, like, here's what's really hard. It may make you look like you're the difficult one to others. And that's actually the narcissist charming. You know, they're like super charming in public. That's part of the playbook. They'll play the victim. They will let other people see that you are enforcing boundaries clearly and sternly. And that's fine because your sanity is more important than their narrative. Know that they don't respect boundaries. The boundaries are not for them. The boundaries are actually for you, not to control the narcissistic person, not to punish them, not to teach them a lesson, not to show them who's boss. It's really to protect your peace, your energy, and your well-being so that you have a playbook. You know exactly what the rules are. You've set the boundaries. You enforce the boundaries. You don't apologize for them. The 5th rule is to don't feed the beast and keep the kids far away from the cage. So I look at narcissists as beasts, and they feed on reaction. They feed on your anger, your tears, your explanation, your oversharing. That's their food. So think about it at that and then starve them. The more that you engage, the more you're feeding them, the more you feed the beast. And the more you feed them, the bigger and stronger they get. So just cut off the supply. Watch them weaken. And here's the best part and the most important part. Like, you need to keep the kids far away from the cage. And this is super hard. You want to protect your kids from the narcissist behavior. And you absolutely should whenever you can. But at the same time, you also want them to have a relationship with their mother or father. It's the same person you're trying to protect them from. Legally, you may have to let your kids be with them, but just know that they will lean on you. Just make sure that there are certain things that you don't ever want to do when it comes to your kids. You don't want to allow the kids to be messengers or to intercede or to pass information on to each other. You want to make sure that you're keeping the conversation directly with the person, with the co-parent. Don't badmouth the narcissist to them, even when it's tempting. Don't put the kids or anyone else in the middle of your issues. I mean, even when they're adults, divorce still hurts. Kids are already feeling the dysfunction. They don't need you to point it out. What they need is one stable, safe parent who doesn't add to the chaos, who actually wants to protect them. So your job is to be that soft place to land. You are the calm, consistent anchor in their life. You are the parent who doesn't make them choose. You never ask them to decide, or who do you love more, or trying to pit one against the other. You are the safe place. And if the narcissist tries to use the kids as leverage or as messengers or as weapons, you can gray rock that too. 100%. Like if they come home and they're like, oh, well, Dad says that you don't care about us anymore. The response, I love you very much. How was school today? Like, it just is what it is. That's ridiculous. Don't respond, don't react, don't let it trigger you. Just remind them, redirect, deflect, move on. Don't engage, don't validate, or make sure that you're not triggered by the message, because if you focus only on the child and their needs, you will be much better off and your family will be stronger for it. So the kids need to know not to feed into the beast. Keep them away from the cage as much as you can. Protect them by being their refuge, not by fighting the beast in front of them or taking things, like reacting and responding in a bad way. The other thing is, and you already know this, document everything. This is really to be practical and not emotional. So that means everything, texts, email exchanges, especially around the holidays when emotions run high and they may try to rewrite history later or gaslight you about things. And during the holidays, schedules are so tight and it's important to be aligned. So for instance, pick up the kids at 3:00, put it in a text. Tell them, but put it in a text so that you've got proof that this isn't about being petty. It really is about protecting yourself from gaslighting. Narcissists will try to twist their reality to suit the narrative, and having that documentation, being able to pull out your phone with the documentation shows you that you are grounded in truth. Communicate in writing as much as possible. And it also provides a paper trail. So there's no way that you can do like a he said, she said if everything is documented. Bonus points also if you install Ring cameras to capture live interactions, and whether you're there or not. So it's good to know that you've got security and that you've got eyes out in case they surprise you or show up. Now, if you're dealing with a narcissistic ex this holiday season, it's going to be harder than most people have. And I'm not going to sugarcoat that. It's a challenge. But here's what I want you to remember. You're not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are not the bad guy. What you experienced was real. You are stronger than you know. And if you simply use the Teflon heart, the gray rock method, think about purple gorillas and use the 5 rules, that will help as your armor. So use them. You've got this. And if you found this information helpful, if you found this video valuable, please like or comment and share it with someone else who may need it. It's so hard that I have to tell you that if you want to go deeper into the healing necessary with narcissistic exes, if you are interested in more information, there's more videos in the series. I'll link to the show notes, but just know you are not alone. I see you and I am here for you. Wishing you joy.